Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for making some time to our breakout session. We appreciate it. Very grateful, and we're not going to leave you disappointed. So,
I don't think your microphone's on.
hello. Test that. Maybe I'm not used to it. Yeah. So, my name is Ravon Kamo, and a little bit about me. My background in mortgages, technology, started back in 2018. I worked at UWM for a little bit as an AE. I originated, and of course, technology is in my background. So when I was originating, when I was an AE, I was working with mortgage brokers, obviously, very closely. And a lot of my broker partners, when I was an AE, I was helping them with their systems and putting together their processes, right? Which all it is your input, the process, and then the output that you want to get out of that, right? And I've seen it change people's businesses. And then when I became an LO, I was using that for my business. That's what drove me into that. When I was originating, the shops that I worked at, that ended up what I became the professional at. Everyone was coming to me for technology. And I was using it in my own processes, of course. And it just became clear that that's what I was better at helping people out with, right? So today, if you are a loan officer, you want to take advantage of the AI boom. That's what we're here to talk about. Because just like the early days of the internet, that's where we're at with AI. It's the classic Netflix versus Blockbuster, right? The people that are not taking advantage of this right now are getting left behind. So that's why if you're new, if you've been in the industry, this is for you, whatever the case may be. So I'm really happy to be talking about these key points. We're going to be going over the 3 pillars of success when it comes to not only obviously originating, but implementing these systems into your business. What pieces are you going to be putting together, right? So what we're focusing on are capturing, nurturing, or in other words, converting, and then retaining the past clients, the referral partners, the leads, whatever that might be. A lot of times, what we look at, what I've seen in the past, when we're talking to people, we're seeing the leaky pipeline problem. So it's not so much just the manual tasks get missed, it's not just, people are shopping, but there's a lot of different spots in a system, in a pipeline, that leads are just flowing right out of, right? Opportunities are going away. And that's what we want to fix with implementing a system, with making sure that everything is tight-knit, so that way from the beginning, the lead comes in all the way through to the end, when they're post-closed, and not just that lead, but also, again, the referral partners. You want to make sure everybody is involved in this process. A lot of times, too, what I hear is I follow up with leads. I reach out. I make sure I'm staying top of mind, right? And I do it manually. I do it all on my own. Why do I need technology? But the real truth is that there are hidden costs to doing all of that manually to anything, right? Whether it is the follow-ups, whether it is the emails, milestones, birthdays, little things like that. They're taking up your time, and you're not able to leverage your time to focus on what you can grow your business with, right? You're working in the business, not on the business. So if it feels like sometimes you're doing everything right, you're hustling, you're grinding, making phone calls, emails, text messages, all of that's happening, right? But you still feel like you're 6 inches away from the finish line. This is something that's going to get you across that finish line, making sure that you're obtaining your goals, right? And I know this because I've, again, worked with hundreds of LOs, both on the lender side, on this side, again, originating myself. So the unicorn question, how many deals are falling through the cracks? How many leads are you losing in that leaky pipeline, right? This is where you need to make sure that your systems are tight-knit. Again, the inputs, the phone calls, the text messages, the processes. How are you making sure you document those? How are you making sure you take notes on that? And then the output. You want to convert that lead. You want to make sure that referral partner remembers you, right? So this is one of my favorite quotes up here. It was, I don't know who it was exactly, but it was a Navy SEAL. And we all know that Navy SEALs get stuff done, right? So if you are bombarded, let's say you're getting 100 leads a month, right? And you're calling them when they come in, you're following up a couple of times a week, whatever it might be. And then all of a sudden, you got 2 or 3 loans. You're working on a closing. What happens to the rest of those leads that you got that month, and then you're getting more leads piled along the next month, right? When you get busy, when that time comes, you're not going to rise to the occasion, you're going to fall to the level of your systems. It's as simple as that, because if you're bombarded, if you need to hire 2 or 3 people to do the work that you need done, you're not just going to do that overnight, and you're not just going to do the work that 2 or 3 people can do as efficiently. So that's why you're leveraging the technology. You're going to leverage the AI. Now, there's a couple of different things that we hear all the time, right? And one of my biggest concerns I hear is I need more leads. And I say this is a myth because you need to make sure you're doing more with the leads you already have, because that's what top-tier loan officers are focusing on. Not just lead generation, but the lead conversion. That's one of the biggest metrics. And myth number 2, again, going back to that manual work, manual follow-ups. What are you doing to stay in touch? What are you doing to make sure you know what you talked about? Was it in an email? Was it on a phone call? Was it a text message? All in one place, somewhere where when you follow up the next time, you know everything that's going on, everything that happened in the past. Number 3, multiple tools. If you've got a tool for videos, text messaging, then one for emails, and then another one for milestone automations, your process becomes pretty chaotic. You're going from day to day, minute to minute, maybe logging into 5 different platforms, remembering 5 different passwords, resetting them. All of that stuff takes up your time. And if you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling like your process is disconnected, your clients definitely feel that too. So, going back to what top loan officers are doing in the industry today. At the end of the day, they're not trying to replace what they do with AI and technology. They're trying to, again, leverage AI and technology so that they can focus on the human side of the business, continue doing what they need to do, and then have that LOA, that virtual LOA, LO Ninja, work for you on what it can do to, again, mitigate your manual work. Next thing, I'm coming from the Metro Detroit area, so I'm very familiar with 2 big lenders, U of M, or UWM, and Rocket. And so I know internally, I've got friends that obviously originate at Rocket. I've got friends that are in technology at UWM, at Rocket. They're focused on investing in their tech teams. And if you're not at least trying to get that better, you're missing the boat. Because why would these billion-dollar companies be so focused on that if it's not working, right? And you don't have to have billions of dollars invested in it. But one thing that I'll tell you is if you're, again, not doing it, they're getting ahead, they're stealing clients, that leaky pipeline issue, those clients are going somewhere else. So you're a broker, you have every product you need, you can make as much as you want, you've got all of that control over your business. But you need to make sure you put those systems together. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Very happy to go over this really quickly and show you, based off of these 3 pillars of success, how you can capture, convert, and then retain more of your business. Step one comes down to, again, fixing those follow-ups. So what happens if you've got somebody with bad credit, or you've got somebody that maybe they just weren't ready, they're 6+ months out, right? How are you staying top of mind? How are you making sure that they know where to reach back out to? They don't have to think about what your name is, what your number is, all of that. You get a new loan application. How are you streamlining that into your CRM, right? How are you making sure that as soon as somebody starts that application, the data is brought in accurately, you're not jumping back and forth between your LOS, back to your CRM, entering that information, taking up more time, or maybe you just do it at the end of the day, right? And then hours later is when that new lead gets a follow-up. And then if they're not completing the application, is there a system in place? Every 3 days, every 7 days, reaching back out, letting them know if they need help. Reach back out to me, I'm here for you. Something reminding you that somebody's been in the middle of an application for 7 days, right? Making sure that system is in place. Those follow-ups to you and to your clients. The next part to it is your past client database. How are you making sure you're getting the most out of that? And that means not just your past borrowers, but also their buyer's agents, the seller's agents on the other side of the deal, right? How are you making the most out of all of that data that you already have? A couple of quick examples. Let's say you just filter out. These people have a certain LTV. These people have, maybe it's their loan anniversary, right? Think about if somebody had 75% or lower LTV. Imagine if you could just select everything, tell an employee, hey, follow up. I've got these 20 people. I want you to say this. This is what I want you to say on the next 7 days. Call them, leave a voicemail, whatever it might be, right? HELOC wins, 6-month anniversaries, loan anniversaries every single year. You just get an email one day that says, hey, this person booked, they want to talk to you about lowering their rate. Maybe they've got a referral they want to clue you in on. Maybe they just want to see how much is my house worth because I'm thinking about selling. And now you can turn that into a seller agent lead. Send it to one of your partners. Use it to create a new partnership. Step 3, the referral machine. So you want to be able to put a little list of realtors together. Maybe it's financial advisors, whatever it might be. And then you want to make sure that you've got a flywheel going, something that, again, keeps you top of mind. Make sure they know who you are, and then make sure they know how you can be an advantage to their business, right? A true partner. Not just, hey, come grab a coffee with me. I'm available, book a link, book a time. So how LO Ninja automates this 3-step system? The AI fast track system. So the leads, again, brought into the CRM right away. Follow-ups, automated. Pre-qualifications, done for you. Lets you know who is the most interested lead. The AI database activated. So again, you've got past clients, you've got referrals, segmenting them, choosing what you want to send to who, telling that virtual LOA, your LO Ninja, what to say, when to say it, right? All done for you. And then the referral growth engine. So you've got past clients that have past realtors that work with them, making sure, again, they're remembering you. You've got realtors that are already in your network. They're getting a newsletter. Maybe you want text messages going out, right? So you can leverage that automation to create these opportunities for you. Again, not replacing your job with AI, but leveraging. So a couple quick examples, before and after LO Ninja, right? Making sure that A, you're saving time, B, you're getting more leads, and then C, people remember who you are. Going back to the time, on average, it takes about 20 hours from beginning to end to originate, close a loan, get it funded. If you save just 2 hours a day out of your work week, you're creating time to do 25 more deals per year, just by saving those 2 hours. Emails, phone calls, text messages, updates, birthdays, think about all that stuff. So Really excited to present something new here, text to lead. So a totally new way to obtain information, to capture leads. You've got a way where, think about a realtor texting you a referral, and then a couple text messages go back and forth. What's their name, what's their phone number? Sends that client a text message, that lead a text message right away. Hey, super excited to be working with you. All happening in the background while you're at a closing or while you're out doing something. And then all of a sudden, that client texts back and says, hey, appreciate you reaching out so quickly. Let's get it started. At the end of the day, it's more than just a CRM. It's your entire mortgage business, all of the tools you need put together. From QR codes, mailers, flyers, landing pages, you name it. So, really happy to say today, for the people in this room, you've got a one-time deal where $197 a month, but also waiving the entire onboarding fee of $499. Normally, we build out your entire custom business build out. We've got websites, social media, web chat, you name it. It's all there for you. So everything we just talked about, including replacing all of these tools that you see up here. So if you're using any of these tools, you can cancel that subscription. Universal inbox. So this is another thing. Emails, two-way text messaging, voicemails, phone calls, social media, Google reviews, all of that in one place for you. So you can see, again, exactly what's happening with each contact. AI task automations. A couple of the things we talked about. The appointment setting. You're saving your time and you're avoiding the little mistakes that can happen here and there. So again, repetitive work gets set aside. You're just focusing on the human aspect of it. AI-powered appointment setting. Instead of doing the whole back and forth, what time are you available? What day are you available? Have the system do the texting for you. Hey, I'm available at this day. It looks at your calendar, tells the client what time they can book, and then as soon as they reply, puts it on your calendar. Again, hands off. AI-powered lead capture, lead qualification. If you've got a website, people are going to your website, perfect. Put a web chat in there. Make sure you capture the lead so you can continue to follow up. Same thing with the text that comes in. If it's a realtor referring something to you, capture that information. Social media, keep following up. Pre-built lead generation and funnels. So making sure that, hey, you've got the marketing content. You can co-brand with agents. You can create your own funnels. So many different options there. And then something that I know we all say we should do, a lot of us don't always do, but social media. You've got automated posting, pre-created content, little automations like, hey, if you comment the word first-time homebuyer, I'll send you our first-time homebuyer guide. I'll DM it right to you, all without you lifting a finger. So you set up that automation, make a video, and then send it out, or put a piece of content. On top of that, everyone's on the go. I see a couple people working right now. You have a mobile app, so that way if somebody's texting, if somebody's calling, you've got all of that information right there. Notes, the prior text messages, prior phone call, anything you might need. And then on top of that, integrating seamlessly with a bunch of other tools that you might notice, you might recognize up here. Support every step of the way. So from the beginning, from the onboarding, all the way through to the end, you've got phone calls, emails, text messages, live chats, Zoom calls, all there for you. And another bonus for C2, you've got BombBomb videos completely replaced. So if you're paying for BombBomb, that's another thing you can cancel. You create a video, send it out as a quick text message saying hello to a client, or maybe you're going over a loan estimate, a pre-approval, you want to share your screen, record that, send it out, whatever it might be. That's all built in, nothing extra. So again, quick offer, QR code, make sure you grab it while you can. Other than that, thank you everybody for your time. Put a quick round of applause together for Mr. Kyle. He's been one of our first C2. He's coming up right now. So Kyle was one of our first C2 loan officers that joined in. He's going to tell you a little bit about his experience.
You're crazy. Yeah, you didn't have to applaud for me. I came up here, I was asked to say something about just like, I'm one of you, and I've been using this for, I think I'm going on 4 years. I was like, they found me through actually some of these campaigns, and I'm pretty good to sniff out, little bots and like spam stuff. And so I just quickly replied one day, and I ended up talking with Brad, the founder of Hello Ninja. Very skeptical. I've been through so many different platforms, and I'm just never satisfied. I'm the curious type. I want to know how everything works. I want to know why. I want to be able to customize it, but then I also don't want to have to do anything out of the box, and I want onboarding easy. And I've been through all that, so I feel like I still to this day I'm helping them think about objections that you guys might have, so that when people come on, they're getting a smoother experience. And they've rewarded me with this awesome Hello Ninja polo for all my help. I'm joking, but no, really, like I wouldn't like come up here if I didn't actually believe in what they're doing. And I actually would, I don't know how much time we have, but like I'd rather just kind of ask, like I think that I'd be a good person to answer any questions you guys have, is like if you're thinking about doing something like this, because I probably had the same question. My brain just works like that, and so it's kind of like think of it like you're going camping, and you don't really, I get anxious when I'm gonna pack for something, for example, so I want to bring everything, but I don't know what I'm gonna use. It can be overwhelming, like all the different things that this thing does, but it's actually insane because it does have all of that. And I had, for example, I wanted texting. That's my main thing. I wanted that. So I had Keep. It was like this service where I could do all this cool stuff. I know like Bonzo or something does that too. And then I had another platform. I had HubSpot. I had different. I was always trying to find the best one. And I wanted to be on top. Like some of them wouldn't update. They wouldn't get with the technology. AI is huge, like you said. They all do this. So what I am saying is, like, you can explore and go down a path of whatever you want. I'm getting like a signal even though I'm not even them. I'm an LO, so you can't stop me until you drag me. Anyway, look, you guys can explore what you want, but they're really great to work with. I guess we don't have time, clearly, so I'll be around if you guys, Brian. Well, can Brian say something?
I was just saying, we do have another segment,
Yeah.
but Kyle will be around if you want to.
Yeah, I'll be around. So anyway, they're great. Explore it, and maybe a round of applause for all the video guys.